Here we are with Ken Dubose at Gracie 601 in Meridian, Mississippi. Ken, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Born and raised here in Meridian. Used to go to Southeast, graduated. Always competitive. Once I, knew I couldn't play football anymore, I was looking for something that I can get into and started taking up jiu-jitsu. And my instructor, Paul Joyner, asked me, would you be interested in doing an MMA fight? So I told him I'd think about it. Anthony Mitchell helped get me trained up for my first fight, and it's on from there,
What's your current record? You recently went pro, correct?
Yeah. I went 4-0 as an amateur, 1-0 as a pro boxer, and now I'm 1-0 as an MMA fighter. I got my fight coming up in about 2.5 weeks against Andy Roberts from Auburn MMA in Birmingham, Alabama.
Well, Ken, we know you have a fight coming up. I think you've been fighting around 170. I think you're cutting down to trying to get down to 155. Your next fight coming up is at 160, is that right? Yeah,
it's a catch weight at 160, and I wanted to always try a dummy cut, to get to 155, see how my body feels. And after my last pro fight, I just continued training. I came right back to the gym that Monday, started training, continued my diet, and right now everything's going pretty well. I'm 2 weeks out. I'm around like 174.
What all kind of martial arts styles have you trained in? I know you mentioned that you've done some jiu-jitsu, and you also train in boxing and have some boxing experience. What other styles have you had some experience with?
When I was younger, I started out and I was doing Hamudo with Black Eagle. My grandmother used to always try to keep me in something, and every time I said I was interested in something, she put me in it. We have Shotokan black belt. We actually have 2 Shotokan black belts here, and I'm dabbling in that a little bit for balance. I love the fact that they have great balance, great flexibility, and I utilize side kicks, front kicks, and rear hand back fists in fights. So I like that style.
Well, Ken, it's good to see that we have a club that's up and coming in Meridian, Mississippi. I know there are a few martial arts schools in the area. I'm not sure how active they are in the MMA community, but I can see that y'all have a bunch of students, adults and younger adults that are training, and looks like it's getting bigger. I think y'all just said y'all moved from a smaller building to a bigger one, and this one is how many square feet?
This one is 6,000 square feet. We started out recently, our old gym that we just moved from, it was probably 1,500 square feet, and the kids class started growing, the MMA class started growing, and also the boxing. So we needed a bigger place to where we could train everyone and everyone would feel comfortable. So this building was open. It used to be a Anytime Fitness gym, and it was open. Paul said, hey, I'm going to go for it. I'm just go on faith, and we're going to get this 6,000 square feet gym and build from there. And it's worked out great. We're growing, constantly growing.
In your experience and your thoughts, do you feel that MMA and boxing and having these other activities for the younger adults, teenagers, do you feel like it has any kind of positive influence on their life, or maybe kind of helps keep them out of trouble, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I believe it does. Me and Paul, we're always trying to set up where we're trying to do demos, start doing demos at the local schools around here, the county schools, the high school, because every kid is not athletic in every sport. You have some kids that are blessed to be able to play football, baseball, basketball, but you have that, those select few kids that have nothing that they can fall back on. So you fall into a gym where you can do boxing and learn how to defend yourself, jiu-jitsu, learn how to ground fight, and protect yourself if anyone tries to attack you, especially a female. Guy tries to attack you, jiu-jitsu would be a great thing, a great art to learn, to get away from your attacker. We have Muay Thai kickboxing. We're eventually going to start trying to incorporate kickboxing aerobics for ladies. Also, we have what I call Fight Fit, We do calisthenic circuits. We do kettlebells, and it prepares guys that want to get in shape to fight, get them prepared for that, and guys that just want to get in shape. We have them come in, and let them watch, and then they join in, and I just tell them, in the beginning, just do what you can until you build yourself up. And we have guys that come in and can tell the difference, changing their diet and actually getting back into working out and getting fit.
All right, well, Ken, is there anyone that you in particular would like to thank or give a shout out to that's kind of helped you throughout your career?
Man, that's a long list. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to God for giving me the ability to do the things I do. My wife, my kids, all my training partners, my coach, my boxing coach, Tim Edmonds and Yolanda Edmonds for TNT Boxing, Paul Joyner, my biggest fan, my coach, the guys from KO Gym, all those guys welcome me anytime. Alan Belcher, all the guys down there at Alan Belcher's gym, John Hollywood from Dixon's Dungeon, I'm welcome there. And also, man, I go to Rich Clementi gym every Sunday that I can to spar with those guys. Those guys, big help, wrestling background, and I love the fact that I can go somewhere and go against a bunch of pro wrestlers that's been on the big show, like Rich, man. He helps out a lot. He gives me good advice.
All right, so closing thoughts, anything you would like to say about your upcoming fight?
Andy Roberts is supposed to be a jiu-jitsu guy, and if he's watching my videos, he knows my ground game don't suck. And I plan on going in my first fight for Strike Hard Promotions and putting on a great show in Birmingham, Alabama.
All right, well, Ken, it was a pleasure speaking with you, and we'll be looking forward to see you fight.
I appreciate it. Thank you for coming through.